Hey guys, today in part two of Segue and Navigations, we are still talking about type of segues. In the first part, we spoke about shell segue. Today, we will review modally segue. So we try to make it with UI actually with interface builder, actually Xcode the interface builder. Yeah, you can find the source code in GitHub, linked as in comment below. Okay, so let's start our project. Actually, we started in part one, and we have already that one. So what I do now, first of all, I'll show you what we did last in previous part. So I run this and we will review what we did. We just make a segue with interface builder from this button to one view, and we saw that already automatically it will add for us this navigation to return it back. Now we will work on Modally. So we want to make Modally. So I want to keep one project, but what I do, I use different branches. So I'll come here, and in second tab, first tab is show the project navigator, and the second one show the source control navigator. So I come to source control navigator, and here I know that it's tag part 2. It's already branched. So you will see we have master. Now this is part 2, which is the current one. Okay, and now I'll go here, and after I make sure that I have I'm doing that. So this is part 2. So remember, when you import it, you can go to branch part 2 or end of part branch master to be to be ready for part 2. Okay, and now and do your your test on it. So now what I do, first I'll make it, and then we will talk about what is the show model. So what we do, we create one new view controller. So on this button you can create one view controller here, and drag it and drop it here. Okay, I bring it down here, and so how am I make this? Now inside this we can put one image on top here. Okay, and I put two text, two label. Here go one label sitting here. For this label, I make it a little bit bigger to be better visible. So I make font of it 24, for example, and I make color to be dark gray. Yeah. So what you want to be, what I want to write down here. So here I write down, hey there, I am a view controller. That's been presented modally. Yeah. Don't remember, it will be all in one line. So what I do, I make lines 0, then it's going to be how many lines I want. And of course I need to come here and say line break by what. Now I make this small, and you will see it's bracket in different lines. So I make this to be center. I'll do all of this in attribute tabs. Okay, so let me select my image and give it one image. So this image gonna be modally, and I make this image content mode aspect fit, so don't change scale of my image. Okay, so I make Command C and Command V to make a copy of this text and put it down here, and I change text of this that you can dismiss or show another view controller in tree. Here you go. And here, down here, I want to put two buttons. So one button sitting here, second button sitting here. Okay. So for this button, I make text of it to be dismiss me, and for second one, show another model. Okay, and yes, so to be make them different, I just give them background. For this one, I give it red background, and for this one I give it green background. Nothing. Yeah, this one should be dark for background, green background. Okay, and for this one, let's select that one and come here and make text to be, for example, green. It is time to create our Modally Segue. So what we do, we will go to our button here, which we made it ready, and from this guy, control drag to, we do control drag to this view, and this time we choose present modally. So you will see we have show details, we have present at PopOver, and we have custom. Also we have push and modal, as which these two are deprecated, so we're not gonna use them. So we go by present modal. Okay, now I want to add something that's in previous in part one I forgot to tell you. Here you have one identifier. I advise you to always give identifier to your segue, because anyway later you gonna write a code, and with that code we can control this or make it dynamic, make change on it. Okay, of course I'm gonna add that later in next parts, not the next one exactly, after we done all all our interface builder part. Then we will go to do all of these by program, so and control it by program. So then you will learn that if for example if you want to call zip file, and from inside the zip file call one view, then with program you can control it. Okay, so we're gonna give this identifier. For example, just name this Modal Segue, and also for this one, the previous one, I'm gonna make it show segue. Also for Modal we have a transition option, so we can make it as a animation. So this animation could be curve vertical, flip horizontal, cross dissolve, or partial curve. So I'll go by curve vertical, then you can change it and see how it's work. And here we have dismiss. So dismiss, gonna dismiss this. We can do it by program, or we can do it again by control drag to this one and say present modally, or and add an action to dismiss it. For now I do this, but later I'm going to delete this and going by to make it dismiss by program. Okay, so let's run this and see how gonna be in this between. I'm gonna talk about the Modally a little bit more. Present Modally Segue is also one of the most common segue type in iOS. It shows a new view controller on top of the previous one. Okay. However, a modal view controller is not supposed to be part of any hierarchy of stack of screens. It just sits on top of the previous view controller. So it's not hierarchy. Okay. So here you will see we say that bring it from that way, and here you go. Here you go. I forgot something, so I'm gonna do it. I stopped this. I did this, but I didn't tie them up. I didn't make it to be auto layout. So I'm gonna add these two and select these two. I said make them as a stack view, and this stack view already gave 85 space. I don't want that much. I just say for example 50. Yeah, okay. And then from this one, and this stack view. Okay, all of this again, I make all of these to be one stack view. Here you go. And this stack view, just say make it fill, and space between 15. And then from this stack view, I say okay, stick it to all corner by space, for example 10, constraint 10. So to the all corner, here is okay. And you'll see give all of the extra part to the button. I don't want that. I want like actually here we gave it to the button as well. I want to make it this stack view to be all equal. So I go to this one, not this one, probably this one, yes, and I say distribution fill equal, so all gonna be equal. Okay, now I'm gonna run it again, and you will see that now it's auto layout, it's fixed to the device. Okay, and Modal Segue in iOS are quite similar Bootstrap HTML modal dialog, but in appearance and objective, the goal of Modal Segue is presenting the user some information or asking a question that is limited in scope. As a result, you shouldn't usually bind several view controller together via modal segue. So keep this in mind. You shouldn't do this several, okay? Just for very small call. On the contrary, the follow should be presenting a modal view controller, achieve some goal, and then go back to the initial view controller. Okay, here we go. You will see now it's completed. So I just say dismiss, bring it back. Okay, you will see in show segue we had that back. What is it? Come on. What's going on? This one is show segue. Should have that. Okay, so show here we have back. Interesting. But when we go to modal, then we lose this. And when we come back, it's gone. So we don't have it. So now if we go show, it's gone. So yeah, good to know. That's if we run modal, then our navigator will be hidden. And then if you want to have it again, you need to call it program by program. Okay, so we went, I think, overall. Okay, I just say add something. A typical use of modal segue is creating a new item to add a list. Imagine that you have a table view with a list of items, and a push a plus button that allow you to add a new one. Okay, so this is good way, a good case for calling segue modal. Generally speaking, it's a good idea to presenting the screen where you modally present a view controller can appear and disappear using several animation. The default one is sliding up from the bottom of the screen. Default is sliding, but okay. And also I'm gonna add that later we here for any one here you will see that we have a class. Later I'm gonna show you how we can add a class and create a class to control this, to come from right, from left, from top, whatever. Okay, so yes, I believe we are good for now. um, I just add one small things. I want to check this other animation. Excuse me. Here we go. So here we go. This is another way. So we can play with this. Okay, that's it for today. I hope you like it. If you like it, please make sure to give it a thumbs up. Also, don't forget to subscribe. If you have any question, ask in comments, and watch our next trick. Thank you. Have fun. Bye bye.